Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Reach out to me directly for pricing. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a lovely Zenith Elite Central Second with fume dial and 40mm rose gold case. So it is 40 millimeters in diameter, felt at only 8.4 millimeters thick. It's 47.8 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip, and the watch has a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. It's a timepiece that wears beautifully on a smaller wrist and a dress watch par excellence. As you can see, it's only about 1/10 of a millimeter thicker than a Royal Oak Jumbo, which makes it quite flat. And being less than 48 millimeters from lug to lug, it'll wear on a small wrist. In fact, a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference, easily sliding underneath a dress cuff. Taking a quick look at the strap, you can see it is large rectangular scale, alligator leather, semi-gloss in dark brown with a monotone stitch. It has a sheer cut side showing the layers of leather, quite a bit of bolstering to add volume. And then on the underside, it has a rubber inlay rather than calfskin to isolate the strap from the moisture, sweat, grit, and heat of the wrist. It also feels wonderfully silky against the wrist. So this is both a long-lasting and comfortable strap. Zenith gives you a rose gold Zenith branded pin buckle. You can see it's got a few fingerprints on here, but it's in excellent condition. Forgive my glue. Taking a quick look, you can see it has the Zenith star on both sides. The case itself features a combination of satin finished lug hoods and polished flanks with a polished domed bezel. You can see the little Zenith star on the crown. Take a look, Zenith created a little kerf underneath the crown where you can more easily dig your nail in to pull it out, set the time. The watch features a bezel that is slightly sunken below the peaks of the lugs. You can see that well here, and that helps to thin out the watch without cutting the lugs off at their top. There's a little bit of a transitional bevel at the edge of the lug, and you can see that the outer faces of the lugs are satinated. It's a beautiful watch. The dial, with a fume fade from sort of silver gray at the center to dark gray at the edge. We have applied rose gold indices, rose gold hands, rose gold Zenith star, and no lume. So if you're looking for a loomed watch, this is not that. This is a very traditional dress watch. The timepiece has a beautiful combination of sunburst metallic grain and applied and faceted individual indices. This dial twinkles like a cut jewel. You can see that the hands are a wonderfully elongated Dauphine set, and this is a extraordinarily long minute hand. There are double indices. You can see the large inboard indices and then the smaller outboard indices, and the minute hand, which is slightly rolled and arched to prevent optical distortions. It extends all the way out to the second set of indices. The watch does feature individual indices that have been satinated on their tops and polished on their faceted sides. The watch includes a hacking or stop seconds function, and because Zenith always does things a little bit differently, you have a bi-directional quickset that will operate in either direction. Turning it all over, you can see Zenith manufacturer caliber 670. It's part of the family of Elite automatics. Elite is the model name for this movement. The watch is water resistant down to 50 meters, which is exceptional for a dress watch. Zenith makes its own cases and its own clasps, and you can see that there's a Zenith star on the case, and there is a Zenith star on the buckle, so they're not just making the movement. The movement is an automatic winder with a 50-hour power reserve. It has a beat rate of 4 hertz or 8 beats per second. It pivots on 27 joules. It has the bidirectional quickset system and the hacking seconds, and it's a very, very thin and fine high horology movement that is the equivalent in size and spec, albeit with slightly longer power reserve and bidirectional quickset, to the JLC 889. So this is in some ways even better than the JLC 889 and its descendants. And you can see, though machine decorated, it is attractively machine decorated. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details of this Zenith Elite Central Second.